host, Lumiere channel. Welcome to your weekly love guidance. We didn't have this for a while because of the whole thing that we were doing. But now we're back to giving guidance, love guidance. How should you move in love to get the love in your highest good, baby? This is for you. This is how you can move. This is what you can control. This is how best you can move. Do you know what I mean? So pick a color. Green, blue. Blue? Why is blue here? Oh. Whoa, I had a moment. Green, blue, white. Green, blue, white. And your guidance will be in one of these. For how best you can move in love this week, or how best you can move in a love situation this week. It may not be for the whole week, but maybe just for a moment, you know? The moment where you go, I don't know what to do. Remember this reading, and it will be your guide. I will see you in your respective reading. Thank you. It's always white. We always start with white. What up, Blanca? Hey, Blancs. Blancs, how best can you move in love this week? What is your guidance? What's your guidance then? Yeah. Oh my god. You know what deck I miss using? My Animal Oracle deck. Like, I never thought me and that deck would get along. But there's many decks these days that I'm more so bonding with. There's others that, no. We have resigned from looking at each other. I think we're better apart. What's the guidance for white? Blanca, 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 Blanca. And love. Don't be crazy in love, white. Like, don't get wild. Try to avoid things that make you look crazy. I don't know why that's the guidance. That's literally not what that message means. I'm trying to connect to it. Like, don't look crazy. Don't make yourself look crazy, I guess. I don't know. It's milk and honey at the bottom of the deck. And for some reason, I'm getting a don't look crazy. That's literally not what I want to say, but that's what's coming out of my mouth. Yeah, it's that guidance is that message of that card is like, don't overindulge. Like, don't turn to your vices to wow, that's so funny. Yeah, don't turn to your vices to soothe you, you know? And if you have vices in love where you overdo it in a certain way, like, chill. This is funny because this is actually milk and honey in reverse. The sun in reverse and the Seven of Cups, oddly enough. The sun in reverse to me is that sort of procrastination that's like, oh, I'll do it tomorrow, and then tomorrow comes and you're like, it's such a nice day, I just kind of want to relax, I'll do it later. Later comes and you're like, I'm kind of tired from relaxing, I think I'll relax a different way. Like, it's just sort of like laziness to me because there's no pressure. It's sort of giving into the vice of not doing the things, like not taking advantage of the day. And the Seven of Cups is, you have all these options, all these things you could do, and this is like maybe not picking one. Now, this is your guidance, so maybe that's your guidance. Like, don't force yourself to pick. Don't force yourself to do. Enjoy what you can enjoy, I guess. But just don't overdo it in the way of like your vices. When it comes to love, higher power in reverse, message in a bottle in reverse, and here and now in protection. When I say reverse, I mean protection. I really want something barbecue. Yum. And we have the Seven of Cups in reverse and the Sun in reverse. The Seven of Cups in reverse to me is like not choosing, not acting, being frozen in action. But it's also giving me Four of Cups vibes, where it's like, I don't want any of these anyway, or I don't know what to do, or I don't know if I want any of these. How does this relate to love exactly? What are you making your higher power? What are you concentrating on? What are the kind of messages that you're putting out there? Oh, right. And okay, right, okay. Thanks. When it comes to your love life or your love world, this week, you're being asked or really invited to think about, in a soft way, what would make you happy? What would be nice? And acknowledging where you're at now. So I say softly. I feel like it's a pensive week for you. It's not much of an action week. It's for you to see where you're at in your love life right now, this minute, right now. Do I like it? How do I feel about how things are? Because sometimes we get so goal oriented, right? Sometimes we get so goal oriented that sometimes you find yourself actually wanting someone simply because that's like the goal, to have someone, to have them in a certain place in your life. You know, like this is a real ass thing. Sometimes we want to be with someone, we want to lock someone down, or we want to be in a certain position with someone because that's the natural order of things and that's how we should go. That's how we should proceed. But when you take a step back and you look at what this person is presenting, when you look at how they're acting, and they might be a wonderful person, but when you see what they're giving you versus the thing that you actually would want to be committed to, versus the thing that you would actually want to enter into an exclusivity thing with, is this what you want? Someone who is too busy for you, someone who doesn't, I don't know, someone who, whatever the case may be, they may not want kids when you want kids, and you go, yeah, but we should still commit. Like I feel like there's a call to look at things realistically and look at things like how they're actually looking, what this person is presenting to you, and acting accordingly to that. They could be presenting love and honoring you in a way that is lovely, right? And you could be like, yeah, but they don't look like Channing Tatum or Chris Evans or Michael B. Jordan. I don't know who your people are. Or Idris Elba or Shah Rukh Khan. Like, so I'm not, essentially, I feel like there's something in your real world that the love guidance here is for you to really look at it and see what you're placing emphasis on and see what you're actually receiving from the reality of what you're looking at, not what you're hearing, but what you're looking at. And think about what it is now in the moment and what it is that you actually want for yourself in the future, and act accordingly and readjust. Just, I don't think this is an action guidance. This is a reflective guidance. In love, this is looking at your options, looking at the people in front of you, looking at the absence of people in front of you, or looking beyond the scope of what you count as the people in front of you, and going like, okay, what do I want and what do I have right now? Actually, it's the reverse. What do I have right now? And what is it that I want? And thinking about that and entertaining conversation around that within yourself. Letting that thought settle. That thought settle. Wow, that thought settle. Seven of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Yeah. Seven of Swords has this energy of stealing from yourself, denying yourself, of you acting in a way where you might, like, you're stealing from yourself. I don't know. This Seven of Swords really just sometimes hits me as like you're denying yourself something and you know you're doing it, but you're telling yourself something different. Because I feel like this man works for this zoo or whatever this entertainment thing is. And he's stealing from his own workplace. Or he's shifting things around. That's gonna sabotage his workplace. Bitch, where you gonna get a job next? Like if you if you bite the hand that feeds you, what's gonna happen, baby? So I feel like there's something here about you spending more time in your thoughts. And this is a really wonderful message. I love this for you because this is one of those messages where it calls your attention back to you. It places your higher power back to you and you being someone important and not looking at you. And that's awesome. The world and the Four of Wands. And not looking at you as the victim, but looking at you as the main character in a story and you as the author of this main character's story. And you writing actively, functionally, how this story is going to progress, because otherwise this character is going to stay stagnant in their life if they don't have a reflective moment, because time is moving, life is happening. There's just, yeah, that just seems to be something that I'm getting here. What else do you want to say to White as far as love guidance for them in the week ahead? Queen of Pentacles. To me, the Queen of Pentacles is someone who, you know, all the queens are pretty independent to me. I feel like all the queens are really independent to me, but for some reason in this moment, that's so funny, the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles to me here is someone who is able to take time out for herself. I feel like she values her energy, she values her time, she knows what it's worth. And by that, I don't mean like my time is worth more than, no, I don't mean that garbage. I mean like she knows that there are sacrifices sometimes that we have to make in how we use our time, where we put our affections, where we put our desires, and sometimes those risks are worth it. Yes, you lose time or whatever, but the experience that you get from those situations is absolutely worth it, right? There is a give and take in certain things because she's a business lady, I guess. And I never really see her as a business lady, to be honest. I feel like she's more of a homemaker, a philanthropist, someone who does charity work because she doesn't have to take care of her life because that's taken care of. Like she's fine at home, but she does for others because she's got enough to give. But she also comes from like a life of privilege where she knows that as a privileged person, she still needs to take time for herself in order to be what she needs to be for other people. She's the shit, right? So I feel like with her coming out, your love guidance here is to be balanced in what you give and what you receive, what you put out and what you put in, where you focus your attention on. Like the Queen of Cups, this lady is looking at her coin. But her body language to me feels more open than the Queen of Cups in this moment. Her exterior is more open, more abundant. I feel like she's worked very hard to get herself to this point. There are still roads less traveled. There are still obstacles to surmount. But she is good at being able to turn her concentration and love back to herself and feed herself what she needs and give the person she's dealing with or not dealing with, if you're single, the space that they need to, and see them for who they are and what they're presenting, and be able to care for herself in the way that she needs to, while still sort of managing the external forces around her and tending to her own, you know, inner being. Anything else you want to say to White? The Five of Cups. It's so funny because I was thinking about the Five of Cups, not because of this reading, but because I want to paint the Five of Cups. I painted the Two of Cups. I'm going to show you really quickly. Because you care, right? You don't give a fuck. But I'm going to show it to you anyway. I painted the Two of Cups, and it's like pretty just basic, rudimentary. It's nothing crazy, but this is my painting of the Two of Cups. And it says it's not about perfect, it's about effort. And that's a quote by Jillian Michaels. That's what, to me, the Two of Cups is about. It's about effort and making the effort to one another. And the painting of the Five of Cups that I want to do is where it's not the 3 cups that's knocked over, it's the 2 cups that's knocked over. And one of them is pouring out way more liquid, and the other one has this sort of green liquid left in it because it's just become so toxic. The other one, was so much in it because it was given so much from the other cup. So at any rate, the 5 of Cups coming out for you here, I feel, is this reading, but it's in a really beautiful way because there's so much abundance around this person and this energy. It's not about looking at one thing, one aspect. It's about drawing your attention out of that one aspect, the celebration, the joy, and looking at it for what it is. It's done, it's over. You know, it's moved, that energy is through, but there's still more that's happening. I'm not really picking up that this is a somber message. Everything is in reverse and in protection, but I feel like it's just a wake-up call to say, hey honey, pull back your head, your attention, pull back your thoughts and bring it back to your real higher power, which is you. You can't control people, you can't control the world around you, but what you can control is the world around you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I hope you caught that nuance. And to focus back on what it is that you want, but really more so looking at where you are at to inform what you want and go, actually, I didn't want those 3 cups anyway, because you did want them, but like you can't carry 3 cups. Like what you can carry is 2 cups. I don't know, that's what makes the most sense to me. What you can carry is 2 cups. It's almost like a former happiness has turned a little toxic because I don't want to say toxic, but that's that green liquid I see in my head when I think of the painting I want to do. It's this it's this idea that when something used to be happy and you really milked it, and it was, you know, the whole thing of milk and honey, just milking the honey out of the situation, it felt so good. And when that type of situation turns sour, it really does leave its mark. But the wonderful thing is you still have 2 cups here. You still have a partnership with the divine. You still have a partnership out there for you, a partnership available even in this maybe, but it's like the way that you can see that is to pull back. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna say to you, White. I hope this helped. I feel like your love guidance is to pull back your energy and focus on oh my god, I didn't even say that part. Focus on feeding I think the large emphasis is looking at where you're actually at and not holding your breath for where you're at, but speaking greatness into your future. That's like the part that I didn't even talk about. Speaking greatness into your future. So this is looking at where you're at and going like, okay, well, you know, I like this and I can't wait for more of this in my future. I'm so excited to have this type of thing in my future. Or I don't have this right now and I'm so excited to have a partner that ... I'm so excited when my partner will ... And having this sort of loose image of the future and pivoting your thoughts, removing them from the doom, gloom, or that this isn't working out, or, you know, wherever your attention is now with that higher power in reverse, and pivoting it towards a brighter future that you do want for yourself. Right now, it seems like what it is what it is, and where it is where it is, and that's what it is. But what you can control is what you want in your future, how you want it to look like, and sort of low-key manifesting that in a way, but just thinking about it in a really wonderful way. And the sun turns out to be reversed now. I mean, upright. So, yeah, I hope this helped, White. I hope that served you. Thank you for looking at my rudimentary painting, but yeah, I really enjoyed this reading. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the comments. Peace. Hey, Blue. Hey, Blue. Hey, Blue. What is your love guidance for the week ahead? I hope you watched the intro because it did explain what this reading is, if you've never seen this reading before. It's just how to move in love. this week, or in a certain moment, or just, you know, something to chew on and think about. Por la semana. Hola, Azul. What is the love guidance for Blue this week? Okay. Wow. Justice at the bottom of the deck. All right. Four of Pentacles in the rear. Okay, this is vulnerability, baby. For you this week, Blue, your guidance in love is vulnerability. I just don't know to who or to what. Agony. I really should watch that movie again. Vulnerability to yourself. There we go. Yeah. There's a lot of solo figures here. The only non-solo figure here is the strength, but the strength is essentially like one being here. Oh my god, there's like a whole zoo here. Oh. It's a party. I feel like this week for you, Blue, it would be a really great opportunity to reflect on why you're doing what you're doing, or why you're moving how you're moving, or why you want what you want, and then dig a little bit more deeper. Don't don't try to fix other people. Don't try to fix someone else when it comes to love this week. Like, don't try to do the work of someone else. Don't try to do someone else's work, essentially. Oh my god, my tea is so hot. Don't try to do someone else's work. Let them do their own thing and you live your best life. Yeah. Oh my god, this is such a weird reading. This is so awesome. This color scheme is ridiculously though. It's so confusing. What? I feel like for you this week, Blue, there may be a moment, or maybe you've been in this moment, where when it comes to your love world, love energy around you, you feel like you have to you feel like you have to go in and fix. You feel like you have to orchestrate. You feel like you have to move things. Like, no. Mm-mm. 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 Stand still. Let things come to you. Don't move. Let things come to you. I know it's difficult. Let it go. Let go of trying to be in control of everything, in control of orchestrating how this thing should go. Let go of the part of you that believes that if you don't do it, no one else will. Let go of the part of you that says if you don't attempt, no attempt will be made. Because the universe wants to show you otherwise, and the universe, your spirit team wants to show you that actually there is benefit in action. Because here's the thing, right? If you're someone who does like to orchestrate, does like to control things, doesn't want to die missing out on opportunity, wants to speak their heart because they know life is short, whatever. Like, if you're someone who just likes to move things along, let's get things moving, let's we know where we're going, let's do this thing, let's go. If that's you, okay, fine. But here's the thing, you're most likely doing that because the other person isn't, right? Like 9 times out of 10, you're doing that because the person you're dealing with, or your love life situation on the other end, seems stagnant. And sometimes that is what you have to do, especially if you're single. But, well, sometimes, especially if you're single. But anyway, I feel like there's a joy and there's an uncomfortable freedom that comes from you being the person that doesn't orchestrate, that takes a break and allows the other party, or allows love to move on your behalf. What I'm seeing for you here, Blue, is to swim, to enjoy your life, enjoy your world, enjoy the company you're keeping, enjoy the moment you're at, enjoy what you're building within yourself or your love world. Don't try to clean up somebody else's messes. Leave them alone. Be an ear. And this is in love, right? This is for your love person. Don't try to get in there and go, oh, we can fix it. You know, what's your schedule? No, baby, they can do that if they wanted to really do that. Real talk. If they wanted to make time, if they wanted, like, no, they can do that. Oh, let's sit down and you can absolutely, take control of their situation and take control of their world and do that type of thing because you care. But sometimes that's a smotheration and you're denying someone access to their own victory and access to their own fall. And that sucks. Like, you're postponing their journey to where they need to be. Think of it like that. You're actually hindering them, not helping. When we do too much towards other people, especially the people we're in a love dynamic with. If you're single and you're talking to multiple people, this is you always moving things forward as opposed to allowing the cream of the crop to rise from the crop. If you're always doing things and you're not leaving some breathing room to see who rises to the top on their own accord, how will you know that this person is with you because they're with you or because you're something to do? Do you know what I mean? How will you know that they said yes because they're genuinely interested and because you, not even that, like, how do if you're, yeah, how to say, if you're single and you're looking for love, what kind of love do you want? Why are you doing the things you're doing? I know you may want to rush, and that's amazing that you're actually putting yourself out there because so many single people don't, and they want love, but they're not putting themselves out there. But how are you doing that? And in what ways are you doing that? Are you being subtle? Are you being aggressive? Are you being out there? There's a nice dance when it comes to dating. There's a nice balance. People confuse this with game playing. Well, if you know what you want, just say it. It's like, yes, but baby, like, I know I want rice, but just because I put the rice in boiling water doesn't mean that shit's gonna be ready like that. Guess what? There's a wait time on that. I have to wait for the rice to mature to be the thing that I need it to be. I'm not gonna eat fucking raw ass rice because I was impatient. That's not playing games. That's actually allowing things to breathe and allowing the energy to mature. Think about that. If you're dealing with somebody, this guidance is to not clean up their shit, not try to make yourself that much easier to get. Let them figure out what they want to do, how they want to do it. This is for you to, honestly, this is not a scoldation. It is for some of you, but the real message behind this after that initial thing is like, bro, chill, have fun, live your best life, do for you, right? And let the other party also contribute, right? And if they contribute, amazing. Enjoy it. Live it up. Give them kisses, hugs, and hearts emojis and whatever. Like, reward that behavior. But it's not for you to try and orchestrate everything on your own. And it would be beneficial for you to figure out why you're doing it before you do it. Are you messaging? Are you asking? Are you moving because you think they won't? And if you think they won't, well, why do you think they won't? Because they haven't? Well, why do you think they haven't? Because you're always doing it? Or because you don't think they actually want you the way you think they want you? Or because you think they won't play their part? You think, we're like really inquisitive on that. And if you are someone who, I'm not seeing this, but if you're someone who literally doesn't move and you sit there and stand there like a statue until somebody literally drags you over to them, I'm not seeing that person really being here. But why do you do what you do? Do you put people through tests and tests and tests and hoops and not know when to stop those tests and tests and hoops that you put people through in order to get to you? Why do you do that? Why do you make it so hard to gain access to you? And how is that really serving you in terms of love? and in terms of understanding that people are where they're at. I just don't think that that person is watching, but just in case, you know, that's something for you to explore as well. It's not about you being too hard or you being too soft. It's about finding that happy medium and knowing when to be what you need to be. Building blocks here is telling me stand still and she'll come to you. The more you move, the more things like I can't find you to come to you. Let go of having to control things. Let go of having to control things. And give in to the part of you that wants to control things. Like let that part of you breathe. That part of you is gonna panic. That part of you is gonna have a knee-jerk reaction and I need to, but hold that part of you down and be with that part of you and try to find some things that are gonna make you extra happy and lean into those and lean into the good of what you're in and the situation you're in, because I'm telling you, there is some really nice things around you that wants to give to you, that want to serve you. But there's a part of you that loves being in control or loves to orchestrate or just doesn't believe that things will happen the way they want to happen. And it's for you to explore that energy. It's not about the other person. It's not about them. It's about you figuring out, okay, why am I moving like this? Why am I like this? What's causing this for me? And just exploring yourself. This isn't a blamecation. Like, this isn't time for you to go, oh, no. Like, this is not for you to beat yourself up. This is for you to be supportive to the part of you that's saying, hey, I need some attention, right? But really, honestly, like, enjoy your life. Enjoy your world. Enjoy the space around you. And you let go of having to control things. And that might be terrifying. But I feel like you might be also kind of choked up and laughing at how funny it is that things are coming to you so easily without you having to lift a finger. I'm seeing that, and I'm seeing that in the Nine of Swords. Like, this dude woke up in the middle of the night or is just sitting in their bed laughing in their hands because, holy cow, I'm actually getting the things that I want and I didn't have to lift a finger. Excuse me? What have I been doing my whole life? Is this how I need to move? Like, the Nine of Swords is not happy, but under this reading, like, that's why I think this is a really nice reading. It just might be difficult for people that like to orchestrate and people that like to plan and people like to be in control to, like, let this be, period. Let this come to you. Let love come to you this week. Like, just be happy, just be joyful, just play your part and see what happens. And you might be giddy over the fact that, holy cow, I didn't have to do too much. Let's actually see what more is, what other messages you have, Libra. So I saw justice. I see justice. I say Libra. What else in love guidance for Atul? Eight of Pentacles. Okay. King of Cups. We saw you earlier. And the Tower in reverse. Oh, baby. Yeah, let the King of Cups put in some work. Let the energy around you put in some work. And I feel like you will be pleasantly surprised. I feel like that will help stop any burnout that you may have been feeling. I feel like that may honestly recalibrate the foundation of your love world. This is a different kind of work that you will be doing. This is a different kind of work that you'll be doing. The King of Cups to me is also pretty passive. I don't see him going out and doing things. So if your energy is showing up as the King of Cups, to me, I feel like I'm picking up on somebody who allows things to come to him. Like, I've never seen this fish before. And there's like a whole ass boat behind him. And that's where my attention goes to. I feel like these are things that are coming to this person. These are things that are going to be coming to you. Things will be coming to you. And the foundation will be being built. I know this is a tower. I know this is destruction. This is in reverse. But to me, I'm looking at this foundation and the foundation will just be stronger in the event of like working differently, moving differently in your love life this week. I have to add that little disclaimer, this week or in a certain moment. Okay. So I wish you everything. I really do. Let me know how it goes and how you're feeling this message. This is not an all or nothing message. Okay. Energy in life just doesn't work like that. Life is too complex for it to be all or nothing. Even tarot, I mean, I get one moment, I'll say, how do I act in this situation? And it'll give me death. The next moment, it'll give me freaking the sun. Like, what are you talking about? So, be flexible. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see you next time. Excuse me. Keep your light on. Good luck. And I'll see you in the comments, okay? Let me know how this went for you. Hey, Green. Green, what is your deal? What is your love guidance this week? What's the love guidance for Green this week? Awesome. Some nice pink energy here for you. Yeah, very pink energy. Someone might be coming back around for you, just so you know, or you might be coming back around to somebody. You might be reaching out to somebody this week, or you might be guided to. Like, if you feel like reaching out to somebody this week, you are sort of being given a green light to just be easy, be gentle, be loosey-goosey in love. I feel like you're definitely allowed to act this week. Not allowed, but like supported in your actions. At the very least, that'll help move your love energy in the direction that is for your highest good. I really want Taco Bell right now. And I feel like I need Taco Bell. I really want Taco Bell right now. Why do you want Taco Bell? What does Taco Bell have to do with anything? What's the guidance in love for Green, please? Verde. Yeah. Yeah, for some of you there could be an impetus and an invitation for you to reach out to someone this week. I'm not sure if you have to make an apology for some of you or what, but this is maybe something that you don't do often, reaching out to people from the past or reaching out to people that, you know, whatever, like maybe you usually wait for them to come through or make an appearance, but I feel like this might be worthwhile for you, or at least something that moves your love energy in a good direction. Sort of finding it might be nice to do that. Okay, I need to erase that. Something may have, I mean, just from this, it's like something may have ended, but it's amazing that it did. I feel like maybe you've been thinking about something for so long that you thought it to death, or you've been working on yourself so hard, and now you're sort of seeing the fruits of your labor. Now you're seeing how victorious things can be for you. And that's based off of authenticity. I feel like you may have finally put something to bed. And this could be with the whole reaching out, but outside of that message, there seems to be for you in love. Your love guidance is giving this air of something that was repeating, something that may have been in your head for so long, finally deciding to be authentic about it and act in an authentic way is going to be beneficial for you. Acting in an authentic way is going to be beneficial for you. Acting from a way that is true to you. And it may seem silly to the outside world. It may seem off to people around you. It might seem naive. It might seem wrong. But in your heart of hearts, you know that this is how you need to move to be your best self, for you to sleep well at night, and for you to put your thoughts to rest. Like maybe there's something that you have to say to someone that isn't easy to say or is all overdue, and you don't know how to say it. But I feel like in love, this is going to be something that's going to be helpful for you to do or say or act out, so long as it is something that feels right for you. Okay. Also, some of you might be in a dynamic that is feeling quite good, and you can be yourself, and it's new. You might have had a conversation with somebody recently and you feel rejuvenated. You feel that your love energy is, gosh, lighter. It's uncomfortable, but it's lighter. It's more in line with who you are. You've expressed who you are. It's settled something. Perhaps this was a conversation that you used to have over and over, a situation, an experience that you used to just circle around and circle around. But now you've finally had a moment of finality in this, and you have prepared a way forward. And this way forward is new and maybe a bit clunky, but it is a way forward that is going to be beneficial to your dynamic and your love energy and your love life. And it may not have been easy, or it may not be easy, because I'm reading this past tense because energy is weird. But moving forward, things are going to be, yes, uncomfortable, but that's because they're new. And you haven't experienced this kind of energy in a while, or ever. But it's good. It's victorious. It's good. It's kind of sly though. This horse is giving me sly energy, girl. But I feel like relaxing. I feel like you being in a passive energy in this moving forward is going to be really helpful. Like a receptive energy, I should say, not passive, receptive energy. What else should green know? What's the love guidance for green in the following week, please? Yeah. This boy keeps coming off of her body. Alright, I'm going to flip this up, which is very weird. It's a new thing we've been doing here. Just happens. My hands do it. I feel like you are correcting the dysfunction? That's not the word I want to say. We have the 5 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Thanks, boo. I feel like you're correcting the dissonance, the disconnection, the weirdness in your being and in the dynamics in your love life. And recalibrating how you move. You're doing something different. And you're working on something more intentionally. I'm wondering what this is for. I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what this is for singles, but I feel like this is just an overall sort of, I'm not like leaving where I am, so I'm sorry. I guess if you're single or just not, like either way, there's something that has ended, and I feel like you've it's something that's been bothering you, something that's been inauthentic to you, and you finally killed a part of yourself that just was a gnat in your mental garden. You've cut it down. You know, you've cut it down and you're like, all right, this is like enough of this. I'm just gonna have to do this thing now. I feel like you've done something and you finally ended a cycle. And that's really, really good. Like, that's really, really good. It's giving you balance. It's giving you energy that you need. It's put a crown on top of your head. It's put you in the direction of where you need to go for yourself and the type of love that you are, that's yours, I should say. Yeah, you've moved away towards the type of love that is yours. We have the Emperor, the King of Wands at the bottom of the deck, the Six of Swords. So, okay, I was clarifying the Four of Cups, but it seems like my words already sort of came out with whatever it was giving me mentally. Yeah. That's really nice. I like this for you. I feel like you've surmounted a mountain. You've moved through an obstacle, and now you're going towards sort of these greener pastures. What else would you like to say to Verde Green? A Tower in reverse. This boy keeps coming out. Man. The thing is, you know, Green, I wanted to do just one reading, and I feel like a lot of the readings have been, no, they're different, but they're kind of, there's a connecting thread. Anyway, with the Tower here, instinctively what I'm picking up is you're building a new foundation. You're building a new foundation in your love energy, or at least you're encouraged to. And it may be very different from what you're used to. It's a different muscle that you have to flex. It's new, it's clunky, it's uncomfortable, but it's also what feels right. It's also what you know, really, at the end of the day, is authentic to what you need to do. You might fight it, you might feel uncomfortable with it, you might not want to do it, it might feel like la 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 la, but you know at the end of the day, in your heart of hearts, that this is the way that you need to move. This is a way that makes sense for you in your love life. This is a way to build a good, healthy foundation from the ground up over something that may have been wonky, depending on your situation, or clunky, or unknown, or here and there. Like, now things are getting a little bit more stable, dare I say it. And the Tower in reverse is not stability, but I don't give a fuck. Like, this is what's giving me. I'm seeing this foundation being strong AF, like really good. And it's actually giving me a vision back to the Emperor and how he has all those mountains behind him, and he's turned his obstacles into his domain. And that's essentially turning your obstacles into the foundation. Those mountains that were insurmountable and immovable, you go, hey, actually, this would be a great ass base. So whatever it is that you've been through, it has helped you build a better foundation for the type of love that you want in the future, the type of love energy that you're attracting closer to you. And it is leading to victory, albeit a newly born giraffe legs walking type victory, but a victory nonetheless. I'm very happy for you. I hope that you can take this guidance and that it sits in the place that it needs to sit for you to move how you need to move to get what's yours and to get the kind of love that you want and the type of love that serves you in the way that it needs to, you know. I wish you everything, Green. I'll see you in the comments, right? You'll let me know what this was about and what it is that you're thinking and how you're settling with this energy. Be kind to yourself. Be patient. Don't make rash choices. Don't be silly. I wish you everything. Keep your light on, honey, and good luck.